wherever you may be and however you may be listening. Hour 3 live in L.A. We're on iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. By the way, I was just reading on my little devicey thing.
Your what?
Aqib Talib, they asked him about his favorite time with the Patriots, what he liked about the Patriots, and he said, yeah, I like the fact we won a lot. And I always think about this. Let me story time with Uncle Colin. I think about this all the time, is all these baseball players, and they just go for the money over winning. Can you imagine 81 road games in baseball, and you're getting on a plane, going to Kansas City knowing you're going to lose 3 or 4? Like, I'm not saying money doesn't matter, but you get to $30 million in the bank just on the interest alone. And I mean, how many cars can you have? Losing sucks. It's brutal. I just wouldn't want to lose just but I got a lot of money. And you're a loser. I mean, who wants to lose in high school, college? There's a reason the best basketball players go to Duke. They want to win games.
Some people just are just motivated by other things.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Anyway, 15 minutes, Chris Haynes, Yahoo Sports. Guy's good. Bring him on. The very latest. There's a bunch of stuff percolating on Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis. I think I'm going to have my favorite best for last ever today in 40 minutes. I've watched Super Bowls all the way back to 1972. I'm going to give you my 5 favorite, and they're odd, and I love them for different reasons. I'm going to give you my 5 favorite Super Bowls of all time. Well, a bevy of teams, now I'm reading Milwaukee, want in on the Anthony Davis sweepstakes. Yep, Raptors too. There's a ton of rumors flying out there. I'm still not sure about any of it, but let me start with this. Here's what we know, though, about Anthony Davis. Okay, this isn't the glossy magazine cover. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. Number 1 is, with Boogie Cousins, a great all-star, he couldn't make the playoffs. 7 years, 1 playoff series win. Sorry if those facts get in the way of how you feel about him. Number 2 is, he's hurt a lot, including currently. 1 year he played 61 games, 164, 167, 166. Big guys don't get healthier. You do get that right. Number 3 is, he shoots better from the outside, hits a 3 or 2 occasionally, but 70% of his baskets are right next to the hoop. You watching the current NBA? This idea I'm going to give up everything for Anthony Davis. Let me ask you, LeBron in his 15th or 16th year, and Anthony Davis, he's not Kevin Durant as a shooter, and I've given up everything else. Well, what's that get me? It'll be fun. I'm not saying it's not interesting. I'm not saying it's not really, really good. I'm not being Golden State. Let's be real about this. I've seen what LeBron James does to big men. I saw what he did to Anton Jameson. I saw what he did to Kevin Love. And I saw what he did to Chris Bosh. He frustrated them. He made them into stretch 4s. They got in the way of LeBron James. It's not like LeBron has a history of he's great with bigs. No, you know what LeBron's great with? Shooters. He's good with Kyle Korver. He was good when Bosh moved outside and could shoot 3s. LeBron's always been great with shooters because he gets the ball, he drives the ball. He'd be great with Klay Thompson. I said earlier he'd be great with Bradley Beal. I've seen LeBron James with big guys. I saw him with Anton Jameson. I saw him with Chris Bosh. I saw him with Kevin Love. He drove those guys batty. This idea I'm going to give up everything. Time out. The Lakers have worked hard to draft and develop this young core of players. They're not terrible. They're just not great players. But Lonzo Ball's got talent. I'm going to fight to keep him. If I have to give him away to get AD, I would, but he's got value somewhere. Somebody needs a point guard who's got great vision and 6'5" and can rebound and hit 3s. I'd fight to keep Kyle Kuzma. He can hit 3s, good player. Going to be an 18, 20-point-a-game guy, right? I'm going to fight to keep Josh Hart. High-functioning Villanova, high IQ, can hit a 3. This idea, which can give away the house to get him. That's what the Knicks did with Carmelo. And then they found out Carmelo was sitting around with no furniture around the house. Didn't have any pillows. Didn't have any end tables. Yeah, that's Carmelo. Look at me. I'm great. Big chandelier, middle of the house. We're going to sit on. And we gave everything away. This is a business, folks. You don't give everything away for anybody. I saw a story yesterday. It was like, the Knicks should give away this. And I'm thinking, I'm the Knicks. I got Porzingis. I got Kevin Knox. And I have a chance to get the number 1 pick in Zion Williamson. What do I need Anthony Davis for? That's going to be a really exciting team. That's going to be a playoff team. Tell me one time Anthony Davis has been a solution to any major NBA dilemma. He's been in the league 7 years. I mean, I like him. But the Lakers worked hard to draft these players and scout these players and coach these players and develop these players. I'm not giving these guys away. I'm sitting there watching yesterday cable TV sports shows, and I'm on social media and the Angry Bird Twitter, and I'm listening to radio and a lot of talented people out there, and there's a whole bunch of nobody knew anything. Let's just state the two things we absolutely know, and these can't be argued, and these are for sure. Number one, the Celtics can't trade for him yet. They can't. Under NBA restrictions, the Celtics cannot trade for him yet. Fact. And number two, the Pelicans are pissed. And they're mad at LeBron, and they're mad at Clutch Sports, and they're mad at the Lakers, and they're not going to do them any favors. They're not going to do the Lakers any favors whatsoever. They're going to want Lonzo and want Kuzma and want Ingram and want picks and they're going to want everything. So, I understand getting excited about this stuff. I really do. But let's put it in a little context. Little context. All right, let me segue to this. Now we're going to talk Super Bowl. Everybody's got devices. Joy's got a phone. I got a phone. Goulet's got a phone. Tui got a phone. Everybody's got a phone. I love phones, but I got kids. I know what they're doing to my kids, and I know what they're doing to me. I'm less patient. People don't let stuff marinate anymore. They don't let stuff bake. Jason Whitlock says this about it. It's great lines. Let's play it.
Young people today, they just hate the oven. They hate baking in the oven. Everybody thinks, hey, toss me in the microwave and I'm going to taste as good as something that was slow cooked the way your mama used to make it. And it just isn't true.
It's so true. Nobody wants to use the oven. We all want the microwave. Somebody came up to me yesterday and said, I don't trust Jared Goff. Is he the future of the Rams? And I said, of course he's the future of the Rams. What do you mean he's not the future of the Rams? Well, I mean, I watch him and I'm like, well, he's 14-3 on the road. You don't think Jared Goff is the future of the Rams? Well, I mean, I watch him, against New Orleans, he wasn't. What? Let me remind you that we used to have, before the iPhone, patience. Give me Tom Brady's first Super Bowl. Oh, wait. That year, he had an 86.5 passer rating, 18 TDs, 12 picks. He wasn't elite. His second Super Bowl, 2 years later, he had 23 touchdowns, 12 picks, and an 85 passer rating, completed 60% of his throws. He was not a legend. His third Super Bowl in 2004, his passer rating was now 92, 28 TDs, but 14 picks. Tom Brady didn't emerge as a superstar until his fourth Super Bowl, which, by the way, with Randy Moss, he lost. That year, Tom was a legend. His passer rating was over 115. He completed 69% of his throws, 50 touchdowns, 8 picks. Did New England ever say, well, we don't know if Brady's the guy? Folks, Tom Brady didn't peak until his 7th year in the league. He was 30. That's when he was Tom. You know what, Brady. Our devices, our phones, give us instant gratification. We don't let anything marinate and anything bake. Goff, at this point in his career, is better than Tom Brady. He's got a better arm. He was a 3-year starter in college and the number 1 pick. Tom was the 199th pick. Led by his defense, couldn't beat out Drew Henson in college. Jared Goff is not only the future of the Rams. At this point, he's better. Doesn't have the rings, but he's better than Tom Brady. You do remember that Peyton Manning didn't win a playoff game until year 6. Did the Colts want to bail on him? LeBron, we think of him as every year he's in the finals. First 7 years got to 1. Michael didn't get to a final until year 7. Tom Brady was finally Tom Brady in his 4th Super Bowl, which, by the way, is the first one he lost. Jared Goff last weekend went into the loudest NFL stadium against a first-ballot Hall of Famer and one of the NFL's top defenses. And my friends, Jared Goff outplayed Drew Brees. Jerry Seinfeld created a show called Seinfeld. It was the best sitcom, in my opinion, ever. It was not very good the first year or two. Everybody loves Raymond. The network almost pulled it, but they let it marinate and they let it bake. I love devices too, but they've created a sense of instant gratification. If you don't think Jared Goff is good, and if you don't think he's the future, get off the phone. Use the oven. Walk past the microwave. He's really, really good, clearly capable of winning the Super Bowl, outplayed Drew Brees, and is talented more so than Tom Brady at this point in his career. Is Anthony Davis, is this thing going to get done in the next 10 days? Chris Haynes, Yahoo Sports, knows his stuff, will join us on the couch coming up next. There are now multiple suitors and teams, including the good ones, going after Anthony Davis. Stuff is breaking as we speak. If you're in a relationship, and, we hope you are, a healthy long-term relationship, there's a couple of important dates to remember. Birthdays, anniversaries. Valentine's right around the corner. All right, you want the best roses? 1-800-Flowers.com. 18 roses, $29. Or upgrade to 24 for $10 more. Pretty good offer, right? 18 for $29.99 or 24 for $10 more. Okay, they're picked at their peak, and they're always shipped overnight. Why? Obviously. Ensure freshness. Bouquet prices going up soon. Take advantage today. Couple of dates you got to know. You got to get birthdays right. You got to get anniversaries. And you got to nail Valentine's. It's February 14th. Right now, 18 red roses, $29.99. Or go for 2 dozen, only $10 more. 1-800-Flowers.com. Click the radio icon and enter the code HERD, HERD. The